It wouldn't be remarkable if it wasn't for the fact that this is a Taliban press conference. 20 years ago, TV was banned here. Anyone caught even watching was arrested and punished. Now, in the grand surroundings of the country's presidential palace, in front of a white Taliban flag, they effectively announced the new Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan. Their leadership is trying to convince the world that they are new Taliban, rebranded to play a role in the international community.
We assure the people of Kabul that there will be no excesses against them and they will live in peace. Afghans have given great sacrifices for the establishment of an Islamic government, and they have the right to implement Sharia Islamic government in Afghanistan.
Questions as well from the media, and the first to a female journalist in an open setting, unheard of. Her question, women's rights.
What assurances can you give to women and girls that their rights will be protected?
We recognize the rights of the women which Islam gave them. Women can work, they can go to the school, they can work in schools, they can work in hospitals. We assure the world that there will be no excesses against the women, and everything will be done under the Islamic laws.
The Taliban vow to uphold women's rights, but within the definition of what they deem to be compatible with Sharia law. Clearly, they're trying to be reassuring to a sceptical world, but they are ticking important boxes, like observing the sovereign status of diplomatic missions.
We assure the entire world, the people of Kabul, diplomats living in Kabul, the world bodies, the NGOs, all the organizations that from now on, no one will be threatened and there will be no access against anybody.
Sure enough, the now abandoned British embassy, a large wall complex these days, is locked and guarded. Humvees parked outside and apparently at least untouched. Across Kabul, the Taliban continue patrolling the streets in their familiar pickup trucks. They're here to keep order, but they allowed another first. A women's rights rally. This is frankly astonishing, mainly because it wasn't broken up as they chanted slogans like "Don't kill women" and "Afghan women exist." This is all in stark contrast to the chaos in the airport district of the city as people try to make their escape. They're determined to get inside the airport, but it is terribly dangerous. Inside, the repatriation flights are underway, people waiting on the apron to be loaded onto transporter planes.
These are all just abandoned weapons.
The breakdown of order here is all too clear. This an arms store that's been simply abandoned.
I could just grab an AK if I wanted one.
As the new government takes shape, the men who will lead it arrived in Kandahar from their mission in Qatar. The final piece in the jigsaw of the new regime. Stuart Ramsey, Sky News, Kabul.